name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my right-along host, the Paparazzi, who's actually looking 100% better. What's up, bud?
Well, 100% better right now, but right after this podcast, going to have yet another surgery, my fourth of the year.
Yeah, you're going to get another screw in your elbow?
Yeah, as you came in and wisely pointed out to me, I'm totally screwed.
Oh, you're screwed in every direction.
Yes, I happen to have a screw coming out of my hole that's in my elbow right now, which you definitely don't want to have happening. So I'm going for emergency surgery right after this podcast.
Well, you're handling like a beast, and let's get these surgeries out of the way. Right now, it's March Madness. While you're sleeping, getting put to sleep, I'm going to be making money.
Well, that's the only thing kind of that keeps me in good spirits is your game, because every day, as long as I'm making money, the pain is a little bit less.
Just get the games in before you go into the surgery. Wake up to some winners. That's all you need to worry about.
That's all I need.
Anyway, guys, we got a March Madness special edition podcast for you guys today. The time is finally here, guys. March Madness is the most exciting time in sports besides the Super Bowl. And this is what I keep trying to tell people. They need to treat it the same way because you got a lot more to choose from than one fucking game.
Right.
There's so many marquee matchups, and we're going to talk about a couple specific situations where during the March Madness tournament, you also have NIT. How many times throughout the year have I been telling these people, Poppy, you don't need to look at the top teams, your UConn, your The lot of money value is in those lower level teams. Don't forget about the NIT. Hey, I will be pounding it.
And our UNLV Rebels happen to be in that tournament.
Yeah, I will. I'd like to see them in the real one here one day. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, March 19th, podcast number 401, and we definitely got the gun pointed right to your bookie's head for this next 30 days.
Let's whack them.
No doubt about it. Today's podcast sponsored by The Money Team. How to get a hold of us, 877-220-6540. Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put your phone number in. We'll get back with you with a free pick. Although free picks probably won't be available for the next 21 days because if you're looking to test the waters and you don't know who we are by now, then go test somebody else is all I can tell you because it takes money to make money, and the information that I'm getting right now costs a lot of fucking money. I'm not just one of these wannabe cappers going to the sports book, looking at the game sheet and guessing a fucking game and selling it to you. You guys have information to do that on your own. Stop being bamboozled by these fake-ass wannabes in their rental houses, pictures of cars and jewelry and shit. Enough is enough, guys. This is for big boys, March Madness tournament. You work too hard to fuck with anybody that's going to lose you money. All right, guys, I'm 30 years in business, licensed and bonded in the state of Nevada, featured on CNBC with my show Money Talks as the best sports consultant money can buy. Bottom fucking line. I work with scouts, CEOs, team travel, managers, concierges, players, things that you guys don't have access to, especially in the tournament. For example, how teams are traveling. I mean, how many times have we talked about team travel being so crucial in this tournament?
Well, yeah. I mean, if a team sits there on a plane delay for 4 or 5 hours, they don't get into the city till 5 o'clock in the morning, don't get sleep, and then have to play the next day, that can definitely affect the team.
They're still kids. It's just one of the many elements that we get inside information on that you guys don't. Don't forget, they set the line for you guys to lose, guys. Casinos and sports books aren't in business for you to fucking win. So you got to have an edge, guys. You got to know where the sharp money is. That only takes you so far. You got to get in-depth, in-spot with the team, with the information, what they're doing, closely connected to really hit big on these games. You can't just go guessing with your heart and see what you can do. You can hit 50%, but you're not going to make any real money.
You know, and you've also said another thing for a long, long time. Free could be the most expensive word in the dictionary. And at this time, you're going to have tons of guys reaching out to you guys. Hey, I'll give you a free parlay. I'll give you this. I'll give you that. Go with the proven guy. Go with the guy who's been on CNBC.
Listen, if they're going, he hit it on the head. Free could be the most expensive word in the world. Someone calls you up, gives you a free game, you bet $500 on it and it loses. What part of free is that? You buy $1,000 pick from a guy that's picking off a game sheet, no different information than what you got, claiming to be a boss, and you're buying his shit. I mean, that's completely on you guys. Wake the fuck up. You work too hard to get bamboozled, especially during the tournament.
And you can make a fortune right now if you get with this guy and do it right.
Let me tell you what the key to success is in this tournament that I've preached my entire life. Money management and discipline. You know how many people are going to be out here drunk as fuck making bets that they never had any intention on making to start with?
That's what sportsbooks love.
Correct. The guy's going to come out here, bet a $20,000 game, win, get all excited, put 40 on the next game, lose. Guy's going to come out here all pumped up, betting 10,000 on one game, losing. So he chases it with another game for another 10,000. Now you're down 20 rather than, guys, you have to focus on this tournament. Never go into a day betting something that you didn't plan on. Do your research, get with a guy like myself, find the games and the pieces that you're going to play, and have discipline, guys. Don't go chasing anything, whether you win or lose. You have to set short-term goals and hit them. If you're a $10,000 player and your goal is to make $20,000 today, you hit your 2 winners and you're done for the day. However, if you're with me, I'm going to tell you, if you're a 10-dime player, to bet 10,000 on one game for the day, get your money, then we're playing with profit.
Right.
These guys and these cappers got people betting 3, and a lot of you guys at home, sports bettors, you're betting 3 games, 4 games, you're betting 5-team parlays, you're betting straight bets, 3 straight bets that all play at the same time.
Wait till the tournament starts. Some of these guys are going to be getting all 16 games.
That's not money management, guys. For all us real sports bettors that bet 100,000, couple 100,000, my $500,000 players, 1 game at a time. Okay, if you're a $100,000 player, you don't go tie up 2-3 games in action at the same fucking time. You play your game, wait for the results, and move on. Anyway, guys, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at VIP Sports LV. You want to get a hold of me, probably DMing is the best way. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcast. Click the bell on YouTube to receive notifications on all videos we post. Want to give a shout out to the military, active military and retired. Any of you guys out there at any time, DM me. I got a free pick. I appreciate you supporting our country and allowing me to live my life. What else, Pop?
Well, here is the March Madness odds to win the championship, the lowest teams here. UConn is the favorite at $4 to repeat. Houston is plus $6. The Purdue Boilermakers are also at plus $6. Arizona is plus $12. North Carolina is plus 13. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think out of those 5 teams right there, one of those 5 teams will win the championship this year?
I do, yes.
You do?
Yep.
Can you give us who you think it is?
Well, I could just let you fill in between the lines. Houston every year has a number 1 team. They pound everybody out. They win a game, first round, whatever, and then what happens?
They lose.
Correct. Now, a lot of people out there have this little thing that they bet on a team due to win. Do you ever bet on a team due to win?
When I was a young guy.
Hold on. The answer for me is no.
Not only no, but fuck no.
Ask the Buffalo Bill fans. They didn't do it last year. They're going to do it this year. Bills Mafia. Yeah. Now, if your team ain't no team due to win. If you have a team that's good and can play, however, Houston, I think, is a little bit more composed this year. I don't know about them covering, high spreads in the tournaments, but winning games outright. UConn is right there. I've always said Purdue is a good team. Do they have it to go all the way to the end? I don't know. They don't play all that good all the time.
They have Zach Edey, who's a big man, 7 foot in the middle, but he's a bean post. He's not extremely physical and stuff. I personally see Purdue winning a couple of games and getting knocked out. That's one of the
100%
ones out of here that I see going.
Yeah, you got to look out for UConn. They played the best all year, in my opinion. They're the most solid team or whatever. But in the tournament, shit happens. And remember one thing, guys. Doesn't matter who fucking wins or loses. Matters who covers the spread. So for all you guys betting with your heart, you could still win money and have your team win at the same fucking time. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, NCAA tournament betting trends, a lot of underdog trends. You guys out there coming to town or sports bettors around the world think you're going to bet favorites and overs, and you're going to have a motherfucking hard dick up your ass bleeding for a long time.
Well, if they took a jet or an airplane coming here, they're going to be leaving on Greyhound going back.
You ain't fucking lying. Number 1 versus number 16 tournament trends. Write this down, guys. People love betting the favorites, but number 16 seeds have covered the spread in 7 of the past 12 opening round matchups with number 1 seeds. We said this last year as well. Keep in mind, guys, the number 16 seed has finished within 10 points of a top seed only on 10 occasions since 2001. Is that on your game sheet?
I don't think it's on the game sheet. I think they look at those teams that these games are going to be 30 or 40-point blowouts. But as we just pointed out, that's not the case. So, again, be very, very careful.
Number 2 seeds versus number 15 seed trends, guys. You're going to like this for sure. 3 of the past 12 matchups against the number 2 seed outright. Just last year, number 15 Princeton beat number 2 Arizona Wildcats outright. Number 15 seeds are 60 and 48 against the spread since 1996.
That's another example of if you think you're going to come out here and bet the favorite in the over, again, you're going home on Greyhound.
Correct, but even at the 60 and 48, you know, that's not even that's not even 50%. You understand? You got to win in twice as many games as you lose to hit 66%. That's what people don't understand. You understand? You add the juice into all that, you're fucked.
Well, and then add the parlays for these guys who think the number 1 and number 2 seeds are easy winners and everything.
Back to what I'm saying. People forget about totals, Poppy.
Yeah.
There's so much money in over-unders. Everyone's looking for a side. Look at those totals, guys. Number 4 seeds versus number 13 seed trends. These are usually the marquee matchups right here. Number 13 seeds have outright upset a number 4 seed at least once in 16 of the past 22 tournaments. Number 13 seeds are an impressive 10-6 against the spread since 2019. In 2022, number 13 seeds went 3-1 against the spread in the opening round. Let me tell you that again. 2022, number 13 seeds went 3-1 against the spread in the first round.
I'm just smelling a take the dog trend here.
Pay attention against the spread, guys. We don't care who wins or loses. We care who covers the fucking spread. And then if you got a handicapper out there giving you a minus 300 money line, you got to be the dumbest motherfucker in the world to ever bet something like that.
Well, minus 500 if it's Hawaiian Dave.
We don't bet anything over 160 and haven't bet any of those. We're looking for even money, underdog odds, guys. That's how you get paid. Number 6 seeds versus number 11. Number 11 seeds have been red hot going 24-16 against the spread in the past 10 years in the opening round. So you're asking me my opinion. I'm rolling with that one. Number 6 versus number 11 seeds. You always want to take that number 6. Yeah. It's just too powerful a trend over the last 10 years. Number 7 seed versus 10. Number 7 seeds have dominated the lower. Number 10 seeds going 92-59 straight up since the tournament expanded in 1985. But at least one number 10 seed has both won and covered the spread in each of the last 5 March Madness tournaments.
I'd circle that one too.
No doubt about it. Number 10 seeds going 92-59 straight up against the number 7 seed. So yeah, you might be wanting to look at those number 6 seeds and those number 10 seeds, huh?
Definitely.
Here's one hell of a golden nugget, guys. I know that you love us for our golden nuggets. You aren't going to get anywhere else. Number 13, Samford is 7.5-point dogs against number 4 Kansas in the first round. Here's the nugget. Samford is 6-0 to the under as underdogs this season. Wow. Underdogs this season, 6-0, under. Not the team, under.
Under.
Number 2, Iowa State won the Big 12 championship. Cyclones have covered 3 straight games, and they're 7-1 to the under in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Coach Otts, UNLV hired him for 1 year. He left. Now Iowa State's one of the top 5 teams in the country, and UNLV's in the NIT.
Pay attention, guys. Number 1, UConn is on fire. Huskies are looking to be the first repeat team since Florida did it in 2007. UConn is impressive 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games. UConn is also 4-1 to the under in their last 5 games, which brings me back to the point. You guys with your favorites and your overs, where are you at right now? Probably don't even have a bankroll to go into the goddamn tournament. Number 11, NC State beat North Carolina in the ACC championship game, and the Wolfpack have covered 4 straight games. State takes on number 6, Texas Tech, in round 1.
That's a very interesting game. Texas Tech has an aggressive defense. NC State likes to put the ball in the basket. That will be a very, very, very interesting game.
No doubt about it. Number 11, Duquesne is on fire, and they have made the tournament for the first time since 1977. After winning in the Atlantic 10 tournament, their head coach was also LeBron's high school basketball coach. Duquesne is in El Scorcho, 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 games. Also, 7-1 to the under in their last 8 games.
Well, like you say, you got to look over at the over and under. This is a team that's definitely getting the job done. They're covering the spread. They're making you money betting. This is a team you got to look at.
100%. You also have to look at this time of the year, this part of the tournament, playing these big boys. They might not be doing all that. So, like I said, guys, we give you stats and trends and hot against the spread. That doesn't necessarily mean who I'm betting at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, you see I get a little hyped up with those unders. You guys might be able to read between the lines, guys. Number 3, Illinois is red hot as a fucking pistol to the over, going 16-3 to the over in their last 19 games. You want me to tell you that again? Illinois, 16-3 to the under. Last 19 games. What else you guys want from me, man?
This, by the way, guys, is a team that I think could make some noise in the tournament as a sleeper. Look out for Illinois to be able to do some damage.
Number 8, Mississippi State, 9-0 against the spread in neutral site games this season.
Yeah, they take on my Michigan State Spartans. That's going to be a tough game for Sparties. I think actually Mississippi State will get the job done there.
Really? Because when someone mentions Michigan college basketball, it's kind of like crickets.
Yeah. Well, Jawan Howard got fired a couple days ago. That was surprising that they let a Fab Five go right after that. But yeah.
Well, he started off with a bang and then did some things, and it just had a negative vibe around there. They got you need to revamp.
What happens when we mention football in Michigan?
You guys are doing. Everyone celebrates.
Yeah, we won the national championship.
Oh my God! Number 8, Mississippi State. Like I said, 9-0 neutral sites. Number 4, Drake has covered 4 straight games, guys, and I'm not talking about the rapper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Number 12, Grand Canyon has a tough first-round game versus St. Mary's. Grand Canyon, though, has covered 5 straight games. St. Mary's 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games. For all you guys out there that have been talking Grand Canyon and all pumped up, and you're going to put all your money on Grand Canyon, you're going to get your fucking neck split. Wide open is all I can tell you.
St. Mary's a very physical team, very good team, and yeah.
Yeah, Drake's done all right. Grand Canyon's done okay. Don't look for them to go too far in this situation. Number 11, New Mexico plays number 6, Clemson, in round 1. Liked New Mexico all year, played hard, good team for me. New Mexico is playing very well right now. They have covered 6 straight games, and they're 8-0 against the spread in neutral sites.
And I'll pat myself on the back. I told you last week New Mexico could win the Mountain West tournament, and they did.
100% they did. Number 15, Long Beach, Tic-Tac, grab your gat. State mutually parted ways with their head coach, and his players had his back. He went out and he won the Big West fucking tournament. Said, fuck him, huh? Head coach Dan Munson had at least one more game. Long Beach State has covered 3 straight games, and they face number 2, Arizona, in round 1. Yeah. Well, good night, Long Beach State.
Yeah, this will be your last one for sure.
Hey, man, but good run, coach. You know what I mean, Dan? You did your thing. You had 1 game left. What'd you get, 3?
It's amazing sometimes how these players defend a coach or support a coach. Hence our Raiders here, what they did when we got rid of what's his face. But here, this is a team who wanted to defend their coach's back. They went out, made a huge run in their conference tournament.
You think that is a bad thing? That is a phenomenal
I
thing.
think it's a phenomenal
that means the
thing.
coach is bonded with their players.
Correct.
That's what people want a coach to do.
Correct.
Till you get to the NBA.
But my point is, you see how guys can definitely quit on a coach.
Yeah.
You get information like that.
Correct.
The average public does not get information, but you can really see it when guys want to step up for a coach or absolutely let a coach go.
Talking about another team that's going to have a rough time, St. Peter's has a tough opening round matchup against number 2, Tennessee. St. Peter's is plus 21 as underdogs. They are a red hot 9-2 against the spread in 11 games. So even though they lose the game, do they lose by 21? I don't know. They're 9-2 against the spread as fucking underdogs.
That's a tough trend to play against.
They're 9-2 against the spread, period, over their last 11 games. Underdog or favorite. Number 3, Illinois got hot at the right time and won the Big Ten championship. Illinois is 5-0 to the over in neutral site games, and they are 16-3 to the over in their last 19. Boy, that Junior beat the whole fucking team by himself. Illinois, I'm not impressed. I mean, they squeaked by. Wisconsin was in that fucking game the entire fucking time.
They were.
And it was a good grind. They did pull out on top. Do I see them going far and winning it? No. Not at all. I don't think Illinois makes it that far at all.
We'll have to make a gentleman's bet on that.
But they got a superstar player over there that's definitely going to the league. Number 9, Texas A&M is trending heavily to the over. Aggies are 12-2 to the over in their last 14 games. And they have hit the over in all 7 of their neutral site games. Moving into boxing.
Well, wait, real quickly, though, I want to point out something you had just spoken on a little bit earlier. This is the NCAA tournament. You get a lot of information on smaller teams that you've preached to these guys. You don't have to play the Kentuckys. You don't have to play the North Carolinas. You can play the Indiana States. You can play the UCLAs. You've got information on the NIT coming up, and I think you should talk about that and what you can do for these guys with those games.
Without any shadow of a doubt. Like I said in the beginning of the podcast, guys, it's March Madness. March Madness is in full effect, but don't forget about NIT, where you got boys playing men. Teams that got there unevenly matched up. So there's several games on the board. Throughout this podcast, I just told you guys, stop looking to bet aside every fucking game. I just gave you about 11 total under trends and other ways to make money, guys. Don't go in this tournament betting blind. Make sure that you do what you're supposed to do with money management and discipline, and find good information and stick with it, guys. You want to make more money than you've ever made this tournament? I got your motherfucking back. I got more sources of people scouting all over the fucking United States right now at these tournaments, finding out pieces of information that you guys just can't. You guys don't deal with bookies. You don't deal with the guys that make the lines. You don't deal with the casino managers. You don't know where the real sharp money is. I can help you do that, and more importantly, I can help you win. Plain and fucking simple, guys. You want to get paid? DM me, VIP Sports LV. I'll make you more money than you could possibly ever imagine. 30 years in business, license and bond in the state of Nevada, pay our taxes, and we win more than any motherfucker in the world.
And you deal with the richest athlete in the entire world as well.
I don't like to brag or boast. I deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world.
You do.
Period. Hands down. Nobody listening to this podcast in this industry has a dozen $100,000 players, a half a dozen $200,000 to $500,000 players. These guys don't even think they fucking exist.
No, they do in their dreams.
Keep selling your $100 a week March Madness packages. You know what I mean? Yeah. See how far that takes you. Iron Mike Tyson will square off against Jake Paul in July at the Dallas Cowboy home stadium. I'd like to go to this. This is the only one I've ever been excited about. Because there's two ways about it. Jake Paul wins. He's the biggest superstar in fucking history. He never has to box or do anything ever again. On the other side of the token, Mike can be the guy that sends him back to doing YouTube videos only and getting him out of the boxing game for good. Because a 63-year-old man beats the fuck out of you, you got nothing else to say about boxing. Because he's never fought a real fighter, a real boxer.
Right.
So you get a little taste of a 63-year-old Mike, who we all know other heavyweights can beat every fucking time. It's over for Jake Paul.
Yeah.
So it has an excitement in this fight that I'm looking to see. It ain't going to hurt Mike at all.
You think Mike is doing this to set himself up for the rest of life?
Hold on. How old is Mike? 55? Is Mike even 60 yet, or is he like 58? Mike's like 58, right? 58, well, almost 60 years old.
Yeah.
All right. When the fight happens, which is he's 30 years older than Paul. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
So you asked me what's going to happen in this fight. I know Mike's going to go to the body. I don't know if you guys know the last exhibition he did with Roy Jones. Roy Jones had internal damage for months.
Remember. Yeah.
He was in the hospital bleeding and shit like that. So a little advice to Paul, you better guard your body and know how to guard that jaw at all times, because Mike's going to come to your body more than anything. And he'll wear you down, and he will hurt you. And that's old Mike Tyson. Who do I like in this fight? I mean, I got to roll with my boy Mike. Although Jake, if he is who he says he is, should win the fight, no fucking problem.
I don't see Mike Tyson getting embarrassed whatsoever. I don't see Mike Tyson.
He's been embarrassed before.
He has been embarrassed before, but this is his legacy too, and I like Mike.
I do too. Homeboy better have some good defense. Major League Baseball, guys, don't forget, on Wednesday, the Dodgers and Padres open the regular season in Korea with Glasnow pitching for L.A. and Darvish pitching for San Diego. The rest of the Major League Baseball starts the season with opening day on Thursday, March 28th. The Yankees at the Astros in the National League. The Braves travel to Philly to take on the Philadelphia Phillies, which our boy Big Skipper has been scouting the entire fucking MLB.
He has been.
Been at the entire fucking spring training. All the teams know what's going on. And just real quick, we don't want to get too much baseball. What's up with the Padres, man?
The Padres, they lost Blake Snell, who was MVP or Cy Young candidate. He signed with San Francisco yesterday. However, they did make a big trade this past week for Dylan Cease, the Chicago White Sox ace. They did lose Soto this year to the Yankees. I'm not sure that they've replaced enough that they've lost. I don't know what they're doing, but it doesn't matter who they put on their team, because the LA Dodgers, let's just show the first.
Hold on. I love it, but I don't think no one gives a fuck because it's March Madness, and we want everybody to be excited about March Madness.
I agree. Fuck that. Also, make sure you're calling him about the first period hockey totals, because that's the other thing that makes me smile every time I get up from a pain pill, is looking at those scores and having those games win. I'm telling you guys, no bullshit. Make sure you get on those.
Guys, you want some big boy information? You want to get on the same games people are betting six figures on? Games that hit 75%? Games that'll bottom line get your fucking money? I got your back. We've isolated all sorts of games on the board for the next week on a 1 to 10 that are an 11. Games that are bigger than Khloe Kardashian's camel toe. You know how big those are. So here's the deal, guys. If you're dead serious about making money, you're tired of losing. Some of you guys been losing for so long that you forgot what it's like to win.
It's like they automatically know they're going to be paying their bookie out of their money.
Guys, the pendulum always swings back, man. You got to get mental clarity, mental focus. If I got to fucking put a uniform on and get in the fucking game to get the job done, that's what I'm willing to do. Remember one thing. It's you and I against the bookie, not you and I against each other. I'll hold his arms behind his back. You knock him out, we'll go through his pockets and split him. That's how I think about these motherfucking bookies. Guys, let's go have a beautiful March Madness. Let's make more money than you've ever made. And remember, money, management, and discipline. We have promotions for all size shapes of sports bettors. Whether you're crawling or balling, we got you. Come deal with the best sports consultant money can buy, and let's go make 6 or 7 figures during this March Madness tournament. And remember one thing, I got mine. Let's make sure you get yours. And remember, don't let the players be the only ones that get paid. March Madness, baby! Let's go!
Yes, sir.
It must be the money talking.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Byron.